Guys, how are you all doing? I hope you're all right. So today we'll be doing a new chapter. Actually, I have done the summary of the chapter, A Narrow Fellow in the Grass. It's written by Emily Dickinson. So basically, we have done about the author, the summary of the whole poem, and let's get into the poem. So, A Narrow Fellow in the Grass. So in the summary, we have get to know that the narrow fellow is none other than a thin, long snake, right? So it is a thin, long snake with a spotted skin. So it occasionally rides. So the poem begins like this: A narrow fellow in the grass occasionally rides. You may have met him, did you not? His notice sudden is. The meaning is first, may he, a narrow fellow in the grass, occasionally rides. Occasionally means it suddenly rides. So narrow fellow को रेफर किया जा रहा है कि the thin long snake it not suddenly, I'm so sorry, it sometimes rides, some occasional sometimes rides. Now this two lines is a personification. It's a personification. Personification means, I hope you don't know personification, or you may know. Personification means in the poem, the poet uses some words to describe a animal, to describe an animal which is doing a human a human verb, okay, a human action. Here it's because that it's because it's here it is because a animal cannot be narrow. Narrow is a lane, right? Lane by lane या कुछ भी वो narrow होता है, not a, of course not a animal, not a snake. So that's why it's a personification. Now occasionally writes, it suddenly writes. Writes refers to the movement of the narrow fellow, movement of the snake, or the movement of the narrow fellow. Now, occasionally rides. Now, rides. A snake doesn't rides. A snake doesn't ride a motorcycle. A snake doesn't ride a bicycle. A snake doesn't ride anything. It crawls. Rides, as I told, rides refers to the movement of the narrow fellow. So it doesn't rides. It crawls. A snake always crawls. So it's a personification. Human character, human action is being dealt or is being compared to, is being written in this poem. So this too is personification. Now the poet Emily Dickinson, she is asking that you may have met him, aren't you? He appears very, very suddenly. His notice sudden is means he appears very suddenly. Occasionally writes means he comes suddenly, and he you can maybe you can meet him. He is suddenly noticeable. Okay, he doesn't comes frequently. He suddenly comes. The grass divides as with a comb. A spotted shaft is seen, and then it closes at your feet and opens further on. So basically, a grass is being so ये वाला समझने में थोड़ी सी मुश्किल होगी because it's written here because wait a second, yeah. So the grass, the narrow fellow or the snake is dividing the grass like a comb. Comb में क्या होता है? Like this, somewhat like this roughly. मेरा drawing इतना अच्छा नहीं है. So like this they are having some काटा काटा वाला, right? ऐसे ही comb बनाया जाता है, right? So this is a comb. roughly a comb. It doesn't look like a comb actually. So comb ऐसा होता है, and the same is with the grass. So whenever the narrow fellow it rides. When it crawls, it is dividing the grass into a into like it is dividing the grass like a comb. Now from this one you could be getting to know that the grass is being compared to our hair, and the comb, hair spelling is wrong actually. So and the comb is being compared to our, what can I say, the comb is being to the narrow fellow, is being compared to the narrow fellow. Now why? अब आप जब आप पढ़ेंगे ऐसा है कि द ग्रास इज बिंग कंपेयर टू कॉम्ब. नो, इट इज़ डिफरेंशिएट इसलिए किया गया है क्योंकि comb, whenever we brush our hair, when we comb our hair, the comb sticks वाला जो है, it separates our hair, right? And that's same in the case with the snake. Snake grass को separate कर रहा है. ओके, मतलब स्नेक जो काम कर रहा है वो कोम भी कर रहा है. लाइक कोम इज सेपरेटिंग आवर हेयर, स्नेक इज सेपरेटिंग द ग्रास, grass is being compared to hair. A spotted shaft is seen and then it closes at your feet and opens further on. Matlab, whenever you come forward towards the snake, it is like this. Crawling में ऐसे हो जाता है, crawl जब करता है, and then it like comes forward. It just puts his neck ऊपर कर देता है. Like he does that to save him. मतलब कोई आता है तो of course he would be alert and he would be defending himself by biting you. So इसलिए he opens further on, मतलब उठ जाता है, and he takes the position of like this. He takes the position like this. I hope you have understood. If you haven't understood, please tell me in the comment section below. I'm gonna, upload another video of it and gonna, very nicely. I'm gonna again very broadly, explain you. Okay, please tell me in the comment section. He likes a boggy acre, not booty but boggy. Oh, sorry, boggy acre. It's not accurate, it's acre. A floor too cool for corn, but when a boy and barefoot, I more than once at noon. Now, the snake, the narrow fellow, he likes a boggy acre. Boggy acre means a place, a ground where there are a lot of grasses. A floor too cool for corn. Corn मतलब वो वाला corn नहीं जो हम खाते हैं corn. That not corn. That's not the speaker is the poet is referring to. Corn means the crops. So, of course, it goes into a farmland. Farmland means a place where the farmers own. So, floor means the ground. The ground is very not suitable for growing any crops there. So, the farmers it just puts there like that, means it just keeps ऐसे छोड़ देते हैं इसे कौन तो कोई भी crops हम grow नहीं कर पाएंगे, so it just puts like that. But when boy and a barefoot means when boy and barefoot दो दो अलग अलग नहीं है. जब एक boy, जब एक लड़का, when he is without any chappal, without any sandals, I'm more than once at noon. Boy मतलब the narrator, the poet. And yes, just remember it very, very nicely. Emily Dickinson is not the narrator in this poem. Yes, she is the poet. She has wrote the poem, but she is not the narrator in the poem. The narrator is a boy, which is like 10 to 12 years old. Okay, so a boy which is not wearing any chappal, and he comes. I more than once at noon means um the boy, he saw the snake not once but He saw the snake several times in that boggy acre at noon. So we could say that the boy, the narrator, he comes at the noon, matlab 2 to 3 p.m. 2 to 3 p.m. और फिर आके स्नेक को देखता है, मतलब he can meet the snake. He met the snake. Have thought a whip. Have passed. I thought a whiplash and braiding in the sun when stooping to secure wrinkles and was gone. So here, the narrator wanted to catch the snake, but um when have passed, I thought a whiplash means the movement of the snake. So it's like a whip, and unbraiding means uncoiling. It's not you braiding, but unbraiding. It should be a one and is should be there. So see, when stooping to secure means नीचे झुककर जब पकड़ने की कोशिश की, it wrinkle मतलब ऐसे टेढ़ा हो गया. It became टेढ़ा and he was gone. Several of nature's people means the people who, in the word meaning part में आपको दिखाई देगा. The creatures which are made by God, which is in the nature. Um, the narrator knows the creatures, and also they know the narrator. I feel for them a transport, a feeling of unfriendliness, a feeling of friendly thing. Okay, I hope आपको समझ में आ रहा है. But he never met this fellow. Like he met, like he never met attended or alone means he never met with a companion of someone. मतलब किसी के साथ भी नहीं मिला वो, नहीं तो अकेले भी नहीं. Without a tighter, he felt a deep chill. अगर आप कि कुछ snake को देखोगे, of course you will be fear. Of course you will be in deep fear that he would bite you. You know, snakes are so dangerous. So that's same in his case. So you know, you would be very very in fear that yes, he's gonna bite me and do that. So basically, I'm gonna again tell you the in brief. Okay. So in this paragraph one, the um, the narrow fellow, the thin, long, spotted, skinned snake, he sometimes crawls, and you can meet him. He appears very very suddenly. This too is the what can I say? This too is personification, right? So just remember, personification was it is giving human qualities to an animal or to a non-living thing. So the grass, a spotted shaft is in this part. Just remember it very nicely. It's alliteration. Alliteration. Alliteration means um in a line, uh एक ही word बार बार आ रहा है. Not एक ही word but एक ही alphabet बार बार, like S is coming again and again. Spotted shaft seen. पहले में ही एस एस आ रहा है, मतलब जो पहला वर्ड जो पहला अल्फ़ाबेट वो बार बार आता रहे एक ही लाइन में, देन इट्स alliteration. So here the grass is dividing like a comb, and the grass is dividing. The snake is dividing the grass like a comb, like we comb, like the same in when we comb our hair. A spotted shaft is seen there, and then it comes to your feet, and it comes towards your feet and opens, means उठ जाता है वो. Okay. Then he likes a ground where there is full of grass, where it's very very unsuitable for growing corn or growing any crop. For farmers, it's farmland, so cool. It's very very unsuitable for growing crops. And a boy which is not wearing any chappal and all, not any shoes, and he's barefoot. He comes. The boy, the narrator, he comes, and he met the snake not at once, but he met several times at 2 to 3 p.m. when people are not in their homes. Sorry, where people are in their homes. So, in this one, the boy, the narrator, wanted to secure, or he wanted to catch the snake, but he his attempt was failed because it wrinkled and he went. So then several of nature's people means an created by God, the animals which are created by God, and he knows them, and in fact they also knows the narrator, and a feeling of friendliness comes in his heart of cordiality. So, but this fellow, this narrow, this snake, he never met with, if whether he is with anyone or whether he is alone, without a breathing, like a deep chill felt deep inside his body, a deep fear he felt inside his body. So that was it. I hope you have understood the whole chapter, whole poem actually. So thanks for watching. Please do like the video if you liked my explanation. Subscribe my channel and click the bell icon so that you can get all my videos when I'm yet to upload. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you one thing. Wait a second. I'm so sorry. I just didn't told you. So in this one, the grass divides as with a comb. It's like the I said, grass is being compared to what our hair, and comb is being compared to the snake. So these are the figure of speech, or you could tell similes. Similes are what? Similes are uh, you know, when comparison are done with like or as you see again, इसलिए वो similes हैं. So that was it. Thanks for watching the video, and there is nothing more. So thank you for watching. Please stay home, stay safe, and stay hygiene. Thank you.